Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a journal page with these papers and cardstock and coloring page that I have left, and I decided to do this page, which I call Lest We Forget. And I thought I liked this old-fashioned type of picture, and I thought I'd use her as kind of my start. Add some watercolor crayons there. This is a paper napkin that has splatters. I kind of thought the splatters look like, I don't know, I know this might sound morbid, but like bloodshot kind of splatters, but at the same time pink and different colors, because I didn't want to make it a harsh page. So that's what kind of brought to my mind. I know it sounds weird. I decided to add some green. I got some watercolor crayons in there, and then also some cheaper store-bought watercolor crayons that are from like a Target, and like a student grade one. So then I'm just gluing everything together. I didn't really dry in between, so I'm just kind of trying to work it. I didn't have my dryer, I don't think, at this point. So I'm trying to get the pages on. I have a little piece of coloring page there with some poppies or something in the background that could look like poppies. And then I have this lady here, and I get her on. And she kind of looks like she's looking out into the distance or thinking of something. So that's what made me think about this page. So I have this cardstock and I fold it up. Oh, actually here at this point I thought, well, she's looking into the distance and I don't see anything. And I was going to put these poppies down. So I decided to draw a silhouette of some soldiers, two walking, and kind of color them with my watercolor in black and have them kind of in the distance kind of thing, with her thinking about the war or something like that. So that's what I decided to do. So I just used my watercolor crayons again to fill that out and then glue them back into my page. So here I'm just using, I just cut up my cardstock into, fold it into four, cut it out, and now I wet it to get it to look flowery and more realistic. And then I just add some black for my centers and splatter some white on there. And I think I had to use some white acrylic. I tried to get the white crayon to work, but it just wasn't bright enough. So then I just played with that, and then I glued that down. Here's my acrylic, and I just splattered a little bit of white just to get a little bit of the center seeds or whatever, just something to make it look more realistic. And then, as they're still wet, but I'm kind of gluing them down, and I decided just to do 3, not 4. Just gives it the look I wanted. I do a little bit of stems here, but you can't see it at the end anyway, but I added them in there anyway. And then I just glue those down. Now I'm using my crayons here just to change my background. I'm just not liking it. I'm blending it in better, changing it up a bit, and using my watercolor soluble crayons and stuff like that to do that. I used some black around the edges. I decided to use this peach, I believe it's peach, and do her face and do her blue eyes and her red lips, and then I continue with her gloves. Also I got her hair with the yellow, and decide to make that black and white photo kind of pop out like a pop art type of thing, and I like the way it looked. Now I'm just doodling more, adding a little bit more last minute doodles. I added some acrylic white paint to the edges, like scalped edges or something, and just played with that. Like I was saying earlier, I really didn't dry in between, so I was just, everything was kind of wet, so I was going a little bit slow, trying to get everything to dry, and not like where I'm rushing through it and everything's totally soaked. The paper napkin area part was a little bit wet, but other than that, everything was not too bad. It was workable. So I'm just trying to doodle a little bit, just to add a little bit more character, and at the end I splatter some paint, and then that's my picture. I decided not at this point to put any words on it, but if I do, I would put "lest we forget," but I just thought that I didn't have a place where I want them at this point on there, and I like the picture the way it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think below, and I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.